This question is not specifically directed at Representative Slater, but anyone on the panel who wants to mention. Now, I heard at least a couple of you mention that there are 12 states that currently allow this type of licensing. Much of the material we've received tonight indicates that there's 10 states. So, but regardless of what the number is, would you know if any of those, were all of those bills passed legislatively, or any of those done via the referendum process that exists in states other than this one?
The first one is that you're right. There's 10 states and 2 District of Columbia and Puerto Rico who are not states, and they have been. And the second one is that it was legislatively. They went through the process, and it's proven that it has worked. As the representative indicated, in New Mexico, they've seen some of those and documented data that has indicated there's been a positive to the road safety, but also to the economy. And as a result, the families benefit from it. And I think when you look at the positive aspect of it in the economy, that's what we're trying to solve here. And lastly, if I may, I would say, over the years, we've seen congressmen, our congresspeople, fighting for the comprehensive immigration. So one can conclude that they're also supportive, and that it's fair enough that they're recognizing that people are here already, and we could be that additional state that setting that pace and doing it right. Thank you.
Thank you. And just a follow-up question. I am aware that the state of Oregon also instituted a driver's license scenario based largely on what I'm seeing tonight and presumably what's in play in the other 10 states. That was adopted in 2013 legislatively in a state that has a reputation as being fairly liberal, voted for Barack Obama twice, John Kerry in 2004. They do have a referendum process, and in 2014, signatures were collected, this issue was put on the ballot, and the law was struck down on a 68 to 32% vote. Previous witness indicated that he had heard some polling that indicated that 80% of Rhode Island residents would be opposed to this. So I'm curious, do you have a sense of whether those polling figures are right or wrong? Do you have a sense of how the Rhode Island scenario may or may not equal with the Oregon scenario? I'm curious about the potential for a disconnect.
I don't have any of that data, but one thing I would say is that this has been going on for a long time in terms of the debate on comprehensive immigration. The fact is that, as it was stated before, population are here. We get to see it. The fact is that we respect that this is a democracy, and that what I think, like in any issue that we debate here, it's about getting some of the fact, but also taking into account the impact that we have on the lives. I think that to answer your question, looking at the fine institutions that we have here, there have been some information provided, whether it was the Latino Policy Institute, and also, if I may recall, there was some data from Brown University and the Pew the Pew Center for Immigration. I don't have that data, but I could get you some information into the committee too. Thank you.